Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest, good friend of the show, great friend of the show. It's Stavros Halkias. He is on tour. He's in Chicago, live in studio.
Hell yeah.
All the boys saw you last night at the Chicago Theater. So you're on a nationwide tour. When did you start the tour?
February, end of February.
And you have a bus, like a John Madden bus?
Bro, I'm on Madden mode. It's fucking awesome.
So how sick is that?
It's the best, dude. It's like you're living like the fanciest train car hobo of all time. Like it's just me and my boys, and like you guys. Eldis is my best friend. He's my producer on my podcast and my tour manager. So it's just like I brought my friend Straight George to be he's like the nutrition liaison.
Is that the gay guy?
He's actually straight.
Okay.
He appears gay. So that's where you make it really,
Straight George.
He's
straight George. Yeah. But I brought my friend to be the nutritionist. His only qualification was he was really fat in college, and he's not fat anymore.
That's good enough.
Yeah, so
that's huge. Wait, now
works.
what was the transition from really fat to skinny? Was it like overnight? Was it quick?
He just, I don't know, something snapped in his head. We were like freshman year we met. We were both big boys. We both crushed. We both like bonded over. When you get an unlimited meal plan as a fat kid,
yeah.
Did that happen to you in Wisconsin?
Oh yeah.
Because I was poor and fat as hell, so there were like monetary limits to how much I could eat.
Right.
But when you get that, you swipe it, and they're not kicking you out of
and the soft serve.
Dude, I had soft serve with cereal in it for dessert every meal. I would put Trix in vanilla soft serve or Captain Crunch every meal. And then if they had like an interesting pie or an interesting cake, I'm getting a little bit of that also.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You would do like, I remember being like, lunch would be like 15 chicken fingers, and then dinner would be like, oh, they got burgers or pizza.
And there'd be like steak night or weirdly lobster night or some shit. And you'd get that, but you'd also just get whatever the fuck, like a meatball sub if it was there.
And you wouldn't like, I know that I didn't go to class a lot. Like I would read the book and say, that was a trick to college. Either you read the book or you go to class. So I'd pick.
Respect.
I'd be like, some of them I'd go to class, some of them I just would never go and read the book. So there'd be days where I'd like go down, eat my meals, go back up to my dorm room, and then wait like 4 hours, and then just go back down.
Yeah, when it resets. You got to wait till they refresh the buffet.
Like, you didn't do anything in between.
Well, you probably played some Halo,
I watched
FIFA.
PTI. Yeah. I was like, oh, man, I really worked up an appetite.
Yeah.
All right,
Was your shit truly unlimited, or was it like, did they make you think it was unlimited?
Truly. You could start that way.
Yeah.
And eventually you figured out you were like wasting some kind of credits or something. But bro, just in the beginning to do the damage, like I got so insanely fat. When you take the governor of poverty off of like what a fat 19-year-old can do to himself, it's ugly, dude.
Wait, so Straight George, I had a question about it. So he got skinny. Did he do the dickhead thing where he got skinny and started taking off his shirt all the time?
No.
Is he still like a fat guy in his brain? Because that's always, like everyone knows that guy who,
yes,
who was fat, gets skinny, and then all of a sudden he's got his shirt off like he takes his shirt off at weddings, takes his shirt off like if it's 55 degrees. He's like, oh man, I gotta have my shirt off. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You were wearing sweatshirts when it was 90 degrees.
I remember this.
3 years ago.
You're a shirt in the pool guy.
Yeah, right.
Like as of this presidential term.
Right.
Don't act like you're brand new right now. Yeah. No, he's a gentleman. I think he just pointed his eating disorder in the right direction. Like he hasn't cured himself. He's just like now about like protein and stuff like that. He would never. He's not. He didn't get he still is a little trapped. You can't ever truly escape being a fat kid in your head. You can do really well. I feel like I've burst through it pretty good, but it's always there on some level.
You do look good.
You look very good.
You look awesome. When you were on stage last night, I was like, holy shit, Stavi.
Thank you.
You're getting hot on us.
I appreciate it. That's how you got to set the bar so low that weighing 290 and being 5'7", people are like, Jesus Christ, what are you fucking, you get surgery?
You do look good though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you have any, like, is there any fear deep in your brain that's like, if I get super skinny, I'm not going to be funny?
Well, I'll never be super skinny. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm never going crazy. I'm never going Al Sharpton, Pez dispenser head mode. You know what I mean? When like that weird shit happens, I'm never going that way. I have always said, big arms, little titties is the goal. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not no titties. That's little gentleman's titties. You know what I mean? And like a big, like, get some big buys, big tries. That's all I want is like bouncer physique. Like people have said
it's Tony
that.
Soprano.
Dude, season 1 Tony Soprano is the hottest man ever that's ever lived, dude. Like, and that's all I want. The girls who wanted to fuck him, that's who I want to fuck me. That's how I live my life. I'll never. Being skinny is also not. What am I going to be, a balding 42-year-old skinny guy?
Right.
That's despicable.
Right.
Now's the time to be fat as shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to peak in my 40s. That's it.
Also, like, the pendulum's going to swing back to like the power of Tony Soprano.
Sure.
Like, that's. I think that actually, like, you know, we're kind of getting more alpha as a country. That might just be the new thing.
I do think there is I don't know about the, like, trends, like, overall, but in my age, like, you know, as a single man in his mid-30s, now is the time where people are getting fat, they are getting bald, and they don't know how to deal with it.
Right.
They are scared.
You've been there.
I've been here. I'm Bane and they're fucking Batman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm breaking their back. Don't worry about the end of that movie. Just the middle, the middle part. 3/4 part of it.
When Bane was sick. Wait, do you remember, because my problem is I've always had large breasts. Do you remember the moment when you were a kid when you realized that you were overweight? Because I remember the moment.
Wow, you have a crystallized moment.
remember going to my friend's pool and my friends asked me, I took my shirt off, my friends asked me if I could put my hands together, and I did that, and my breasts popped.
Oh, shit.
And they laughed, and I looked down, and I was like, what are those? Like, and it seared in my brain. Like, I was like,
no.
I didn't know I had tits. And from that moment on, it was like, because, you know, when you're like 7 years old, you don't fucking know.
Of course.
And then
you're
that moment happened,
unaware.
and the shame happened, and I was like, God damn it.
A true loss of innocence for little big cat.
That's the Joker.
Looking at my tits.
Yeah,
that's not Bane. That's
like,
Joker.
Put your arms together. I'm like, oh, no.
And somebody taught him that. Somebody's perpetuating fat phobia right there.
Yeah.
They were juicy, too.
They were nice.
Oh, so nice.
I'm not built like that. I'm not a fat guy with tits, honestly.
Right.
I'm a fat guy with a big ass belly. I keep it pretty. That's really what it's the huge spare tire. Never have I had big ass titties. I grew up with people. I went to high school with people that had the kind of tits that, like, he would fuck with people and, like, take videos of his tits, like, soapy in gym class. And he was like this, like, light skinned guy, and they just looked like awesome, like, Puerto Rican girl's titties. And then you zoom out and I won't say his name, but it was like this Arab kid with fat tits. It was so fucking fun. Well, a great joke to do in high school. He literally made like he would, like, make you horny and then be like, you're fucking gay, dude. Which is like, I don't know who's really losing there, but it was funny to make someone momentarily covet a man's breast.
Yeah. You were talking about Costanza last night.
Yes.
In your routine. And I saw there was some episode that came on the other day and Costanza took his shirt off. And I looked at him, I was like,
dude, not fat at all.
He looks like
he's powerful.
A pretty powerful dude.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But in the whole butt of the joke in that show was like, look at this fat piece of shit.
He's such a fat piece of shit. And now there is Newman who's even fatter.
Yeah, and also the shortness, I think, is
shortness,
also
bald,
Mm-hmm.
loser. You know what I mean? Like they lock. You know, they kind of like, he does like, I'm a loser combo. He hits the multiplier. But yes, he is still fat. He's not considered not fat. And he just was like a regular guy. That episode where he, like, takes his shirt off and it's like Kramer's taking the pictures of him and he's like, it's so funny that this guy would have his shirt off. It's like, I would like, if I got that size, I would be worried. Yeah. Like that, like, to me, that's not a fat guy.
Right.
But he also has that, he's kind of has a fatter face
it's
than
the
he has
balding.
body.
Yeah. If you go back and watch anything from the 90s, like, everybody just went bald. And they'd have that, like, you know, the real crown of hair around.
I'm actually a little upset that I have. Obviously, I'm not a man who hides his, you know, but I do kind of want to go straight horseshoe someday. So hopefully I keep losing my hair.
So no going to Turkey. We had a bunch of dudes from the office who went to Turkey.
I saw some videos.
They took fans. Right. I think we're doing a second version this summer. Where we're going to find, like, the baldest dude we can possibly
That's
find.
pretty fun, but I think you got to just take what the Lord gives you, man.
I got my shit done last October.
How's it feel?
Last September. I only did it because I wanted to keep the long hair.
Right.
And there's no worse look than, like, my hair goes down.
See, you know we disagree, though. Philosophically, I'm trying to get the bald ponytail.
Dude,
I'm really trying to. I was in something and they made me cut my hair, and I was so pissed because I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to have short hair, but I'm growing it back. I want to be a bald pony guy.
You also should. I've always dreamed of, like, if I ever got, like, fully bald, especially the horseshoe, I would just rock a horrendous toupee and just dare people to say shit.
Dude, absolutely. There's phases I've planned out for baldness where it's like, bald pony, I gotta achieve, right? And the clock's ticking because you want to have weird, fucked up front hair too, you know, like. And BFD, who are you kidding? You would look sick as a bald pony.
I know. I think that I think you would look sick with a skullet. I think my face. I can't grow a beard either. Like I can't grow facial hair.
I got a fucked up, but
You know what it was? I was standing in the TSA line behind a guy who was about my height and about my build. And he had long hair like me, down to like, the middle of his back. And he was like, I don't know, probably 2-3 years past where I was at that point. And everybody in the TSA line was staring at this dude.
Yeah.
And he had no idea that people were looking at him being like, this guy looks terrible.
But that's all.
And I was like, I resolved at that moment, I'm either cutting it all off.
Sure.
Or I'm going to keep it long and try to do. I kind of wish I just shaved it all off because it sucks having long hair sometimes.
I don't know. It is. I love the look. I know what you mean. Like it could have been an opportunity for you to kind of go drastic.
Yeah.
Something else. But I just think you're committed to this. Bald, long hair, bald like gambling prognosticator with a bald pony.
OTB.
Like you know what I mean? The way you dress,
racing,
come on, dude. It's all. This could have been the next phase of PFT. You get into like plaid suits and like really looking like a fucking down and out gambling horse track.
Yeah.
That you got to think about. Like right now, I'm with you. In 10 years, you're gonna wish you had a bald pony.
Yeah,
50 years old.
Ponytail. Yeah.
It might go again. I don't know. I've been very diligent about taking my medicine.
You see a guy with who's bald ponytail, and it's like that guy has had something catastrophic happen in his life. Like it's like, he was a professor at Princeton until something horrendous happened.
Yes,
he lost all his money in stocks or horse racing.
It's powerful one way or the other.
Yeah,
because it's like
he's got a story.
That energy, he's got a story. That energy, everyone, all eyes on you, brother. And it's like, are you man enough to handle that?
Yeah, it's like I made it through something.
That guy with that look has never been a boring person.
Exactly.
If you just sit down and you're like, hey, what happened?
Something's up.
They'll just tell you everything.
Either it's the worst shit's ever happened to him, or he doesn't even realize. He's so like he thinks he's fucking so sexy.
Yeah, right.
Like what I want to be. I don't know if Danny DeVito in Twins. You rewatch that movie, dude. He's so awesome. He's like 4 foot tall, bald pony. Slaying whole. My man is just getting pussy left and right. And the whole thing is like he's a pussy hound that mistreats women, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is like his perfect brother that respects women. It's a great movie. But anyway, that's who I want to be one day.
Yeah.
Toupee, I would love to do at some point. Balding blonde skullet at some point. You know what I mean? Like really get the like trash going. I have a lot of designs for my horrible hair.
So you said when we sat down that you've been walking 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Is that should we credit Frank?
Oh,
is that Frank Walks? Are you a Frank Walks? Great success story.
You know what? I won't hate on. Yeah, put me under there. Why not?
Get it. Why not?
Let's
another
I'll give Frank the
success
credit.
story.
Yeah. I do like that, but I think we got to that idea when you're just so fucking fat and your body is useless, and you like what happened to me is I kept trying to work out, and I would every time just get hurt. And I was like, all right, man, let me just walk fucking far. Yep. I'm too fat to even do tricep pull down. Like I would just blow something out in my elbow, and I would try and you try and like lift everything. You're like, if I max out on bench, maybe I will wake up not fat tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Like once you're in the gym, but
deadlifts are the key to the perfect
exactly.
body.
Just keep throwing out my back, just fucking walking hunched over and shit.
Yeah.
And so and I'm on the road too, and sometimes it's hard to find a gym or do some research. Bro, I just wake up, walk long as fuck for to start my day, and that's pretty good.
It's also like a awesome way to see a city.
Absolutely, exactly.
To just be like, I'm just gonna walk in a direction and then come back.
That's exactly what I do. It's like just go. We've been going to I'll go to a thrift store or an antique store and try and find interesting DVDs. You know what I mean? We're still looking for Gold Member. We got the other 2 Austin Powers. We're crushing that on the bus. We just got Double Play, Dennis Rodman and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. Do you know how sad that is that what you just said?
What's that?
Like how old we're getting?
Oh,
you're like, I'm going to an antique store to find a DVD. What the fuck, dude?
The youth is going to hate this episode. This is about losing your hair and going for nice low-impact cardio to find outdated forms of media.
DVDs were just shit. Oh, man. I was talking with someone the other day. Remember the 6 months that Laserdiscs had a run where it was just huge DVDs?
Yeah, I caught the very tail. I only
it was like,
watched,
this is the future.
Yeah, I only watched Star Wars with that, and I was like, this is and I also thought because it was space that it was connected, that it was futuristic, and then I never saw them again. So in my head, it was like, oh, that's how I used to see Star Wars.
They just made them smaller.
They sat us down in the library one day. I was in 4th grade, and the librarian was like, this is your future children.
Yeah.
Everything that you're going to ever watch is going to fit on this tiny, thin little. Yeah. It was the size of a record.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it was just a metallic record, and they're like, we used the entire school budget on this one machine.
There was that.
6 months later, it was gone.
Then there was the milk pouches. Did you guys ever get the milk pouches?
Never got milk pouches.
No.
Yeah, our cafeteria ladies one day, they were actually, it was in PE class. They're like, okay, we have a video to show you guys because the way that you drink milk in this country is about to change forever. And then they passed around these little bags of milk.
Bags?
Yeah, like
Capri Sun style?
Capri Sun style, but like
less structured.
You couldn't stand it up on an end. It was like a plastic pouch of milk. And they're like, we're not going to do cartons anymore. You're never going to drink out of a carton ever again. It's going to be these bags of milk. Here's how you stab into it. And they showed us.
So
and they're like, whatever you do, after you're done drinking it, do not blow the pouch back up and then pop it.
Oh, okay.
And that didn't really work out. In fact, we popped it so much, I think every kid across America that they tried to teach the bag milk procedure to just start popping it.
Of course.
So like, fuck that, we're going back to cartons. But in Canada, they just drink out of bags all the time.
Really?
That's like their style of milk.
Like Franzia?
Yeah, exactly. You slap
Slap the bag with some whole milk,
Canadian
bro.
kids slapping the bag.
You could chuck one of those so far too. Yeah, you're actually the best.
Ooh, that's like they gave you a water balloon full of milk.
Yes,
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's
like,
crazy.
Surely the children will care about their health.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the best city you've been to?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I mean, I had a great time in Madison. Your alma mater, obviously. Yeah. I love Minneapolis.
Minneapolis is a very good city.
And I caught it with some great weather.
Yep.
They have incredible food. We got insane sushi. This place, Billy Sushi's incredible.
There's lakes right there.
The lake's great. The Mississippi River's there, which actually fucked with me. Because I'm like, that's too far north, little buddy.
Yeah.
Get the fuck down.
Yeah.
Why are you up here? But I truly am a fucking old man, dude. I love a nice on the water walk.
Yeah.
Like it just soothes my brain and I'm just fucking strolling. But yeah, I loved it. The food was great. I got at a hotel with a sauna and like an outdoor heated pool.
Oh, hell
so
yes.
You're just fucking roasting. I mean, truly old European man activities, but I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
The Dreamboat Tour.
Dreamboat Tour, yep. The show in Minneapolis was great too.
So you're not taking any flights?
Bro, I'm doing like 50 cities. I've been on a plane 4 times. I'll be on a plane 4 times total.
So what was the longest drive you've done?
We did like from Vancouver to like fucking somewhere in Southern California. I don't remember, Fresno or some shit.
Which
sucked dick, by the way. One of the worst places of all time. I got sick. Fresno sucked so much dick, dude. I was working out at I go to this gym and there's a guy just clipping his toenails just outside, just like on a bench, bro. It was not like there's people like going to squash courts, and it's just like the guy's just like staring you dead in the eye, not like embarrassed whatsoever. And it seemed like guys who were like not quite homeless, but not homeless. You know what I mean? Like these are guys that kind of get access to a house maybe 12 days out of the month, and they were taking up their time at a gym in Fresno. But I think I got like low grade, like, some kind of flu just working out there. But
yeah,
that city sucks dick. Bakersfield, also kind of sucks dick, but was fun shows there.
Well, I mean, the inland California, like you never hear anything about it. So
yeah, you
don't hear. Hey, what's going on over there?
They would rather you not know.
Yeah,
but yeah, I just that image of that like fucking possibly displaced man clipping his toenails by a fucking lat pull down machine will stick with me.
Wait, so
yeah, it was like 18-hour drive.
What was the decision? Because most like comedians, I feel like when they do a big tour like this, they go home during the week and then they go back out, and you're like, I just want to be out. So how many months are you going to be away from home?
Like 2.5 total.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but I also I kind of just wanted, first of all, Madden style. You know what I mean? Like DVD player. I got my snacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be healthy.
You got the bed in the back.
Got the bed. I sleep in a little cubby.
No way.
I love the cubby. I don't have the star. I'm a man of the people. There's no
the cubby
star.
is actually nice. You feel like
you feel like a little baby. Like
in a
it's
womb.
Like
yeah.
when you were a baby and your parents would take you to the car to make you fall asleep. That's what it feels like. I sleep great on there. But it's me and my best friends. It's basically a rolling slumber party.
Yeah.
And all of them have like families that they're like away from. And for me, I'm like, isn't this great, guys? Can't we just live like this forever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's fun as shit. And yeah, I think it just costs a lot of money, but dude, I just want it to be fun. Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. And I'm also trying to be less fat. Like, every other tour, I would gain maybe 40 pounds. And I was like, if that happens again, I'm going to die like fast. Like it's going to be like a matter of like 5 years if I keep gaining weight. So that's why I was like, we're getting the bus. I literally like I bought a hot plate and I was legitimately cooking like chicken like a fucking like divorced man on like a like camp burner on the bus in New Orleans. It was raining and I was like, if I leave, it stopped raining and then my friends were like, let's go out for a walk. I was like, if I leave, I'm getting like 4 po' boys.
Yeah.
So I'm staying in the bus, cooking the saddest chicken, like divorced dad, chicken and like beans from a can and just like eating it on like a, you know, a hugely successful, like a 50 city tour of like 2,500 seat theaters. I'm fucking eating like a divorced guy. But
do you have TV on there?
Brother, we got the setup is awesome because it's a bus, right? And it's like it's like a bench on one side, bench on the other side, like passenger and driver side, facing each other. You have a TV on either side.
Yep.
So we're standing like this. We're both watching TV.
You watch the TV together.
I'm looking at my boy look at Chuck Norris take down David Carradine. You know what I mean? While it's the best, dude. I'm drinking 0 sugar root beers. I'm gotten very into regional diet sodas.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grapico, a strange soda that tastes like syrup. Like
you are Frank.
Is he a diet soda guy?
Well, no, he's a soda like reviewer.
Oh fuck!
He'll if you give him a meal.
I gotta get in here with Frank because I'm peripherally. I love what I see from Frank. Mm-hmm. I love how pissed off he gets at things that should not, really affect a grown man that much. I love to see that kind of passion, and I love him walking. Yeah, I didn't know he was a soda.
He's a sommelier by trade. You could give him a food, and he'll pair it with the soda.
Oh my god! Is he a diet guy now that he's healthier?
He doesn't. He likes sugar.
I think it's just more or less because I think there was a time when he was like 15 a day.
God damn,
I think so.
Bro.
Yeah.
No, maybe I could be Diet Frank, dude.
Yeah,
I could be the diet because I love. Listen, how much time you guys got? 7-Up's got a new tropical that they're doing. Really good. Really, you should check it out. But yeah, I'm drinking my diet sodas, protein bars, all that kind of shit.
What are your favorite diet sodas? Because I think the diet root beers are pretty good.
Diet root beer's great. There's a Dr. Brown's cream soda that's a diet that's very good. Very good stuff. Everyone's going to hate this episode.
This is guys talking soda. Fuck that.
And I'm not stopping, by the way. There's a cherry 7-Up they just came out with that I really enjoy. So yeah, Wild Cherry Pepsi, classic.
Yes,
I remember that.
Oh, my favorite.
That's back, baby. And they got a cream version, which I don't like as much. But yeah, I'm telling you, brother, I've been. That's my only vice left because I've been sober half the time, dude. I'm having some diet sodas for sure.
Wait, what do you mean sober half the time?
It's so hard not to smoke weed, dude.
Yeah,
because it's so. Because
you're not sober. You literally. We were going to do this
today,
show at 6, and you texted me like, hey, can I come at 7? I got high, and I got to watch Rush Hour.
Dude, it came on Tubi. I was like about to put my shoes on, and Rush Hour came on, and I was like, fuck, I just had some lamb. I'm pretty high. I don't want to get up. So I texted you. I was like, dude, I got to watch Rush Hour. And I own it on like 2 other streamers, but I watched it on Tubi with the commercials.
Yeah, when it comes on naturally, there's nothing better.
It feels so good, dude. It feels incredible.
Catch a Goodfellas natural? It's the best.
You're half Frank and half Mince.
Yeah.
Mincy sober is what we call him.
Yeah.
Good, clean living.
Oh, dude, I'm trying to stay away from Kush. Kush will make you snack, but when you do a show and it's like late as fuck and you're like amped up from energy, it's like so unnatural for people to be like cheering for you when you're like you've done nothing. You feel like you haven't accomplished anything, and then 2,000 people are like.
And you gotta go to bed.
And then you gotta go to bed. It's like, come on, smoke a little Kush. It's not the end of the world.
What do you do right after a show?
Nothing crazy. Like, dude, I used to go out. I used to maybe go to a bar or something, or get like go to a cool like diner or something. Like, I'm boring this tour because I'm trying to stay alive. So I'm just like in the green room.
The Stay Alive tour.
It really is. I'm trying to stay alive so bad, dude. Let's see our 70s, the tour. Let's make it to at least 71, the tour. But I don't do shit, dude. I hang out. I have a yogurt, maybe a protein shake. I get my steps backstage. I'll fucking walk back and forth if I haven't finished my steps. And then we go back and we watch a movie. Like, we watch a movie. We hang out. That's pretty much it, dude. It's not.
That also sounds fun.
But that's also.
It's being 36.
That's the reality. Like, when we go and we do like Grit Week or we go Super Bowl week, and everyone's like, "You guys must party the whole time." It's like, not really, because like if I did, we wouldn't be able to do our job.
Of course, yeah,
we'd be dead.
I know. It's like maybe the first the tour, we started a casino and we were like gambling all night, and I just got sick within like 4 days.
Right. Yeah, your body just stops. Yeah.
And so then I realized like, fuck, at a certain point you have to put on a show.
Yeah.
You have to do a good job. People came. That's the other thing with theaters. Like I feel like, oh fuck, people like made a plan to be here. This isn't like a shitty comedy club where
this is a date night.
It's like classy, statues and shit.
I know, dude. It's
carpets.
so funny. There's chandeliers.
The end of the tour, though, like the end of Super Bowl week, will go out. Like you're gonna go out at the end of the tour. When you
probably.
Get close.
Well, it wraps up. Well, dude, we actually end the tour on like a 3 casino run. And then Mother's Day in DC. So so I'm gonna just be so wildly hungover for that show.
Yeah.
And my mom's probably gonna be there, but yeah, we're ending with like some shitty like Eastern Seaboard casinos where we are gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah, I do love the idea of somebody buying their mom tickets to Stavi's show for Mother's Day. Yeah, let's go check him out. You're gonna love this, Mom.
If it's a very specific type of mother, I'm interested. If we have a precocious 7-year-old who's trying to get his mother tickets to my show, hit the DMs with her most recent headshots.
Are you watching any of the NBA playoffs?
I'm barely watching. That's been the hardest part of this tour, actually, is that you just kind of you plan these things a year out in advance, and like I didn't get to really enjoy Duke choking. I didn't really, you know what I mean?
It was
like,
great. You have any questions about it? I can tell you everything,
dude. It was. I mean, I've done that so much where I like catch games right after, or I'm like, oh fuck, this game's going on because I've just been performing every cool sporting event, so I'm just started kind of paying attention again a little bit. I'm obviously rooting for the Knicks. The Bucks, I'm a little, they're in such a fucking tough spot. I mean, because I have I love Milwaukee, but I have no true loyalties to it. I'm kind of in let's get Giannis out of there mode. You know what I mean? Like, let's get him to the Knicks. Let's collude. Come on. This we got to go Stern style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Enough with the like gentle commissionering.
Yeah.
Let's fucking pull some
get
fucking
the stars
strings.
to the big
get
cities.
Giannis to fucking the Knicks. Let's go.
I mean, Milwaukee had a couple good years where Stavi was a big fan. You were supportive.
I am still supportive, and listen.
But now you're like, I'm still supportive, but also now's the time when we got to cut the loyalty to the team off and do what's best for you, Giannis. That's for you to play for my favorite team.
Exactly.
Start taking
somewhere
care of
a city I live. Yeah, Greek loyalty for sure, first and foremost. But yeah, I mean, I respect it because I love when you try something cool, even though it seems kind of dumb. Dame and Giannis was awesome. That's a great thought experiment. Yeah. Try it. I mean, the Ravens, people were kind of saying that about when we signed Henry, where they're like, this is one of those on paper moves. He's an over 30 running back. And it's like, can you just shut the fuck up and let cool shit happen?
Right.
Hopefully.
Right.
And so I feel like I went 1 for 2 in my life for those things. And I can't be too fucking, I can't be too picky.
You did a reunion with Cumtown with Adam and Nick. It was hilarious having you guys back together. Was it too, like, how did it come about? How did it come about that you guys were doing it? Because you guys only broke up 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it too soon?
No, it wasn't. I mean,
it was awesome to hear
nobody
you guys.
thought. See, the thing is, we didn't really think of it as a reunion. Like everyone, it's like we don't just like the show. We've never thought about this.
Right.
It was just that, like when it first happened, I think it was good for everybody to kind of do their own thing and like whatever. And we've been on great terms for like almost the whole time. Like when it first ended, it was a little weird, but like we've been friends. And then it was literally a scheduling thing where we kept saying like, I'd love for you guys to come do the show, or like you want to do, and then it just before the tour I had to fucking do a bunch of episodes. And also I think I think once Nick decided he wanted to do his own thing and it was like officially all 3 of us were going to be separate, it kind of felt like, okay, now it's like let's
it's not them two doing something
because Adam wanted to do his own thing with so even though he's still keeping the Adam Friedland show, it's really his now, and it's not like a collaboration. And so we just decided like let's get together because now the Patreon is a pure it's just like what do you call it, like an archive,
right?
So no one really, we split that, and we were just like, well, if we're gonna do that, we should like have one we were gonna get together and record a 5-minute message for the fans, but you get on the mics with the fellas and it feels like old times, and you just keep it going. And then we recorded a little surprise farewell podcast, and then right after we just did my podcast because it felt good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just fun. It was just a good time. And
yeah, you guys should do a podcast together.
Yeah.
You'd be really good.
People were remarking we have pretty good chemistry.
Yeah.
I do like Adam's show. Do you watch Adam's show?
I've seen it. Yeah. I didn't at the beginning. I didn't watch it that much because again, I didn't want to like steal anything from my old like partners. But yeah, it's very good. And I love seeing they do a really good job of getting very specific people in a very weird context.
Yes.
You know, and and you get great shit out of that.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Wait, so you did it? Were you? I mean, the reaction probably. I know that you weren't surprised, but it had to feel good.
Yeah, it
to
was
have because like it's a time and place for a lot of people
for sure
who loved that show.
Definitely,
I count myself in that.
Of course, and I get that. I mean, like even with a little like distance. I mean, I always loved the show, and it's like you really remember, like, damn, we had some great bits.
Right.
Like we really. It's funny. There was like a handful of people that launched like right in that same time, and there is like a weird kinship between like everybody. Like we all got too successful undeservedly. Like we're good, but none of us deserve what's happened.
No,
to
it's
us.
the lightning in the bottle.
Like we got
right place, right time.
Yeah, and then
all
and
of us.
PFT and I are like the in the like town where everyone starts breaking up, and we're like. We're still good, right? Like Jesus and Mero break up, Come
you're
Town
right. It all
breaks
happened
up.
pretty quick.
Yeah, and we're just like, but we're good.
You're the married couple that still fucks inexplicably.
Yeah, and everyone's like,
two
fuck
times
these
a week.
guys. Yeah.
2 times a week.
I thought Alex and Sophia were gonna make it.
Yeah.
But it's true that like 2016, 17, that like range. When did you guys start Come Town?
Right around 2015 maybe.
15 like.
Maybe
that was right
16?
before everyone had a podcast.
Yes.
And it was like the last time, because it was, podcasts obviously started well before that. Joe Rogan, Bill Simmons, all these guys. So, like, it's not like we invented podcasting, but I think that was,
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, KFC had I was on KFC radio for 4 years before that. KFC was the one who was like, podcasting's the future, and Dave's like, dumb idea. But like that 2015, 16, 17 range where it's like, that was kind of the last time where you could break through unless you have like multiple Super Bowls or have played a sport or done something.
You're right. We were like, it's like when the NFL
idiots.
would draft a guy out of the fucking mines.
Yeah.
Like, that was us.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh yeah, I saw a strong guy pulling, like working on a farm. Let's make him our lineman.
Yeah,
we were just guys that got media careers.
He's a really good plumber.
Yeah.
I think he's strong. Like I don't think that you could. I think like I say that always because I hate when people have success and they just completely
oh my god,
they're like luck had nothing to do with it. It's like, dude, luck had so much to do with it.
There's so many people in other generations that are more talented than all of us. That just no one will ever hear of.
Right.
And they will die doubting themselves. And they just were unlucky. Dude, and we were lucky.
Yeah, you were right. You were right to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the last time where I feel like you could break through as just like idiots that didn't have a ton of talent and could kind of learn it on the fly.
Well, the wild thing about Come Town was, how people say like Tropic Thunder, that movie could never get made today. Mm-hmm. They say that shit. So with Come Town, it's like you guys are the podcast that would actually do better today.
Yeah.
I feel like
you're right.
You guys did your shit.
It was hard
in the worst times.
Yeah, absolutely. People did not like it, man. Not at all.
Yeah.
You're right. I think it actually probably, but you know what? That was the magic of it.
Yeah, it's true. Counterculture.
Because people now are doing it in a way that's so pathetic and like it's like. People are just trying to be pure trolls,
right?
Whereas like our show is like when you're with your boys, and it's that feeling of like no one's listening. Let's say the most fucked up thing that makes us laugh.
Right.
We were just stupid enough and had nothing going on in our lives. We were like, let's just put it on a microphone. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
We're fucking poor. Right. Nick had ringworm. I was living in a windowless room. We had nothing. We had nothing you could take from us. So we were like, fuck it. We'll say the most fucked up shit. Yeah. No, it was awesome. And the response was great, dude. I mean, it was like, because there's so much weird shit where people think we're not friends or like they just don't understand that. You just do different creative stuff, and like also Come Down couldn't last forever. It's like you don't want like the aging guy. We just spent the first part of this podcast talking about like slow cardio, diet sodas, and how to manage male pattern baldness. That's where we are in our lives. You don't want this guy saying fucked up shit.
Yeah.
It's when you're like old as shit and trying to be a troll. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's for a new generation of people to do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably like 22-year-olds, 24-year-olds that are doing the come town of today. I don't know what it is because I'm fucking old. You know what I mean? But that's good.
But
it's a generational
I'll also
thing.
say that you have stayed young at heart, and I think that like people who try to shame that always is so funny to me. Like, I'll get it a lot where people be like, 40-year-old father of 3, like, grow up. It's like, no, dude. I don't have to grow up.
Yeah,
that's the
you're
best
a good
part
dad.
of this job.
Like, that's the thing.
Like, I can literally just be an idiot for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, I feel like I went pro at hanging out.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's what my job is.
We have
having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Just
you
chilling
guys
out.
too. You're just
with
hanging
the
out.
guys. Yeah,
yeah. It's just like nobody tapped into like how most sports guys just like hanging out.
Yeah,
that's
right.
why your show's fun. You know,
like,
for athletes.
Let's put on a tie and talk about sports.
Yeah.
That's what it was for the longest time.
I know that's so funny,
it's
dude.
so funny
that nerds fucking controlled that. But
yeah.
But
and
yeah,
like, what does it
awesome.
mean for society? It's like, how
gives
about
a
like
fuck?
we just want to like this last week.
The color I cheered for as a baby has to beat the color I hated when I was a baby, or I'm gonna be pissed. That's what it is,
That's
man.
what sports is.
That's what sports actually is.
We did it last week. We
And
just
then if
started
like somebody on the team that you cheered for when they were a baby, they're like a really bad guy.
Yeah.
Then you just find out all the legal reasons why technically
Right.
they're not that bad of a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
And it's still okay for me to like this.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sports
Absolutely.
fans have had to become legal experts at some
Oh,
point.
yeah, absolutely.
Just because someone got into hot water. You know, we were
100%.
laughing last week. We decided Arch Manning can't win the big one, and
Love
Texas
that.
fans were getting so mad at us.
So
it's like,
fun.
Yeah.
this is what you do with your friends.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
troll your friend.
Totally.
Just like, your guy sucks.
Just mock a child, like a strong child, but still like a 20-year-old.
a child who could kick our ass.
Of course.
I feel like as a Manning though, like,
Manning, for
I don't
sure.
have to respect the child aspect.
No.
You're right.
Because
You're
like
right.
he's already royalty. So
You're
it's
right.
like, yeah, you're a choker.
A 14-year-old
18-year-old.
Manning,
Yeah.
14-year-old Manning is like a 50-year-old with a 401k mortgage for sure.
You're right. He's set. That motherfucker's set even if he blows it for sure. And he can't. I've heard actually from sources he can't win the big one.
Yeah, the media is talking
I actually have some sources at UT, and they were telling me they're really scared. They're looking at the transfer portal for a quarterback. You can quote me on that. Inside sources from the mothership in Austin.
So yeah, the NBA playoffs going on right now. I know that I used to listen to the Pipecast.
Yes.
Which was very funny. I miss
Thank you.
I miss your sports takes.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, dude, what breaks my heart is that, I've always been a hoops, even when we were first friends, I was total like a hoops fanatic, and I watched the Ravens, but I didn't care that much. I hate that with age, like the NFL is inevitable. It's like, it's one day a week, and they know that. And where they might fuck up is overstretching themselves. I really believe that. But like, I love hoops more than anything, but I don't. I used to like get fucked. I would go to a show. I would be a comedian in New York trying to make it. I'd have shitty shows till like 11 or 12. I'd come back and catch League Pass. Every night I would watch the West Coast games on the East Coast. Every single night I would get something fucked up from a deli and watch like the Kings play the Thunder or something, right? And when I was watching, and I would wake up every morning and look at the highlights of the games I didn't watch. I was like clued into everything. But now that I like have shit to do and responsibilities, like the NBA needs to be half the games, and they need to pick like, Wednesday or Thursday and Sunday or something like that.
Yes.
Or
Own
Wednesday
a day of
and
the
Saturday.
week.
Yeah, own one day of the week. And that's what's so and I love football. Obviously, I love the Ravens, but it's like, you can't beat that feeling of like, don't even fucking bother me. I'm going to fucking grill something and I'm going to eat it throughout the day. I'm going to pick it at an 8-pound pork shoulder from 10 a.m. to fucking, 11:30.
Yeah.
And that's going to be my day. Don't bother me. And I wish I could do that with hoops. I would love, like, Christmas, MLK Day. I love those days, dude, where you could just, like, sit on the couch. They have, like, a bunch of – and that's why I am looking forward to – I have a couple off days on this run. It's just brutal because I have, like, every single day a different city. But on an off day, I'm going to watch some playoffs. But, yeah, it breaks my heart that basketball is just hard to follow when you have responsibilities.
And the NFL is just every game matters.
True.
It really – like, the NBA, I love NBA basketball. I love basketball. I just can't, the regular season, I can't, like, just let me know when the playoffs start, and I'll be tuned into every game.
Yeah.
But it's just, in
and
the
if
NFL,
it was 50,
it's like
if it was 50 games, every game would matter.
Yeah.
Every game would actually matter in the standings. Like it would have a little juice. And I'm one of those guys that I loved the bubble. I thought the quality of basketball was good. I thought that it was like that. It was, it was tournament style. They were like they were like better rested. Like I think they didn't go far enough with the in-season tournament. I'm like, put them somewhere for a month. I like those games, and it felt like it kind of fake recreated it wasn't March Madness, but it kind of gives you enough of that placebo of March Madness. But I don't know. I am worried about like just. You're right. Your ability to follow the NBA and how meaningless a middle of the year.
Yeah.
What if they did it like the reverse, where they put every team in a bubble, like maybe down Disneyland, and then if you want to leave the bubble, you got to win.
Ooh,
and so
your way out.
And if you lose, I don't know what the punishment would be, but you have to stick around the bubble for like an extra month.
Okay, there's just like big titted women just like right outside the bubble.
They got a gate. Got a gate that's set up, and they have just like a line of escorts. Yeah,
like when you're shooting free throws, you could like peer into the outside with just groupies,
delicious
and just,
food trucks out there. Yeah.
The only problem with that is we just end up having to watch like 50 Hornets Wizards games.
You're right. No, LeBron's out of there fast.
They're out of there.
Yeah.
Jokic is gone after day 2. We're like, fuck.
Jordan Poole, I think, would actually be very motivated.
He would
to get
be.
out.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. No, I love that idea. Play for freedom.
All right, wait. So when we did do the can't win the big one.
Yeah. Don't say it. Don't even, you fucking motherfucker.
His name was put out there.
Come on, man. Fuck you guys.
I mean, he can't.
He's gonna do. He's fine.
But I'm worried.
Fine.
I'm not.
Fine?
I like Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar Jackson.
You can hear it in my voice. I really believe it. He's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm fine.
I had this thought the other day because I like.
You'll never get me on record, you motherfuckers. He's fine. Fuck you guys.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
He couldn't win it either. What about him?
No, I know. I'm about to say.
Is he on the list?
Hold on. No, he wasn't.
Oh, well, fuck you. He's on the list. No, he's on the list.
He's friends of ours.
No, the refs.
We don't.
I don't care. Be a fucking journalist.
No, we don't do that. Listen. We keep you off of lists because we're friends with you. No, but I was thinking about this the other day, and it was kind of a depressing thought because I like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. I like all three of those guys.
Yes.
They're so much fun to watch.
Yes.
One or two of them's not going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, well,
like that's just how
the fucking Bengals. How about we start there?
Right,
such a dumbass dog shit organization doesn't know how to fucking sign a wide receiver. They don't know how to. I mean, these fucking idiots don't know the cap. Like, what's your job? Shouldn't there be a guy that knows the cap on the fucking Bengals? Like, they do everything so fucking stupid. How about we start there?
Okay.
One guy plays for the fucking Bengals.
I'm just saying.
So one guy's out already.
But one guy made it to the Super Bowl.
So it's a 50-50.
All right, fucking flew, and that's the most he'll ever fucking do. Fuck him and fuck you too.
It just depressed me because those three guys are such good quarterbacks, and it's like Mahomes gonna win a few more.
Maybe. How about maybe the fucking maybe it's over.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe second half Patrick Mahomes can't win the big one. From starting today, Patrick Mahomes can't win the big one.
Listen, in 2025, he has proven he can't win the big one.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
But it's depressed me because those guys are awesome, and it's like it's the Phillip Rivers, like where it's like that guy was awesome at being a quarterback, and he never went to a Super Bowl.
The thing about Lamar, the comp I keep making is just Peyton Manning. He's cooler Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
He's fucking electric in the regular season. And as a fan, every game, you're not going to every game you want to see. He's going to do something incredible. And like over time, just the joy he brings you. And by the way, he's winning a Super Bowl. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. He's going to win a Super Bowl. But it's like, the value of every Sunday, maybe seeing the coolest highlight you've ever seen in your life, that's in play. Yeah. And I think over the course of a career, it's equal. It's not better. It's not better, but it's equal, and he's gonna win one. So don't fucking goad me, you motherfucker.
You're talking like
that's
a man.
Philosophical point. Yeah. No, I'm just trying to say, what's up with all this rings culture? And we gotta fucking win. How about you enjoy your life? Go out and smell the fucking roses every once in a while, and enjoy the beauty and the majesty of a fucking incredible highlight.
You're basically doing the I wouldn't even want to win the lottery because your life would get ruined.
Dude, it's hard. You got to get a lawyer. Everybody's fucking out to get something from you.
Yeah.
I got a good life now. I make a nice living. No, dude, I wouldn't even fuck her if she tried. You know what I mean? Like that. Rihanna.
I do think Lamar's going to win one. I think the Ravens are a good enough organization where they just keep taking shots.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's going to figure he's going to figure it out. It's fine. Like, Has he been up to his standards? No, but the more cracks you get at it, the better you get at it. It's fine.
He should be worse in the regular season. He should figure out a way to be a little bit worse.
Great point. No, that's a good point.
Because then he could just be a little bit better.
You're right.
In the postseason, everyone's like, holy shit, team on his back.
Is he just tired in the playoffs? He's like, that was a long fucking season.
Is he? Ooh, I hate to say this, but is he James Harden?
Oh.
He's not. He's way better. It's not even fucking close.
Yeah, he actually lost weight.
Yeah, exactly. And he was fucking electric this season. You know what I mean?
When I saw him at the start of the season, I was like, why? And he keeps talking about how he lost, 15, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
I was like, Lamar.
Like from where also?
Lamar was never fat.
Right. I know. But he did look
faster.
Yeah,
he looked faster. Do you still do you find yourself still wincing every time he gets hit? Please don't let that be the big one. I'm terrified of the big one.
Of course. I mean, yeah, your boy's fucking skinny as fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, Lamar has had some injuries, obviously, but I am a little scared. I've gotten a little more scared, but I also think I don't think he should be afraid to just open it up a little bit. I do think there is something to whatever. We don't have to get into the playoffs again, but it's like I would have liked to see a little more Lamar running a little. I mean, our running game was legendary, and I do think. I don't know. I'm still fucking pissed we lost.
I felt bad that you had to do because we kind of have.
You
are a Ravens fan. No, I was good. Not for what we did. No. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I am not apologizing for having you on after
you guys.
the loss. That Katie Nolan also used you as after
her first show. And by the way, I felt bad for Katie because I didn't know you're not supposed to curse, or they hadn't even talked it out, and they were like, I guess they were assuming they weren't going to curse, and then you can't have me on after the Ravens lose, and not warn me. But no, that show was fun. But yes, it was really.
You did double dip.
I did have to double dip, and I was expecting to be triumphant. I didn't think I thought I'm going to be fucking celebrating. We're winning a fucking Super Bowl. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Fucking tough, dude.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Could be way worse. Like I said, I'm enjoying my life.
Could be the Steelers.
Yeah. Could be the Browns.
Yeah.
Could have Deshaun Watson.
Exactly.
Now you just have Justin Tucker. That's
I don't know anything about that, PFT. The man is a man of God. I haven't seen any police reports. I've seen him at Mass.
Yeah.
I've seen him, that's where I've seen him. I don't even know what you're even talking about.
You just can't. Listen, if there's a franchise that's equipped for Justin Tucker, it's the Ravens. You got a fan base that has done, who's basically gotten their JD in Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs. You're ready, and Ray Rice.
Skip Ray Rice.
You guys have more law degrees than any fan base.
Yeah, and the fan base is mostly guys who have represented themselves in court. Yeah. You know what I mean? They've represented themselves in their own domestic abuse.
It's a double whammy for Justin Tucker that he also started sucking this year because
in hindsight,
they're going to be like,
in hindsight, maybe it makes a little.
I think he was getting some emails around that time of year.
Yeah, they're like, Justin, put your phone away.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it makes a little sense why the man was nervous, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a tough one, and disavow.
Yeah.
I actually, whenever something bad happens, I will not pay attention till I have to.
Yeah.
So that I have plausible deniability.
Yeah.
So I really haven't seen anything. You know what I mean? Start of the season, I will have to wait. This is not me going on record. Uh-huh. I'm not doing it now. Like I said,
there'll be a time where you'll have to make a statement.
I will have to make a statement, and it's going to hurt either way, no matter what it is, except I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'll probably make a statement about how excited I am for the Ravens and what a great guy he is. Yeah. I don't know anything else going on.
Are you going to take a vacation this summer? Like when the tour's over?
I think I'm going to go to Greece, yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, dude. Greece is the best. I'm going to go to Greece. And I'm going to try and do some UK shows, too, while I'm over there.
Have you become a celebrity a little bit in Greece or no?
I don't think so. I think comedy is still we just started getting stand-up comedy in Greece 5 years ago. Before there was a lot of hitting little people in the face with pies. That was kind of the level of comedy going around. But I don't think yet, but, who knows with... I guess Netflix is international. We got season 2 of Tires coming up.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be fucking awesome.
Congrats! That shit got renewed the day it came out. Didn't
it got renewed. I hope. It was really funny. This season's fucking good, man. And we had an actual budget this time. There's so many incredible guest stars.
Francis is in it.
He was very funny. We were on the same on the pilot. We were in the same episode. He was great to work with. But I think it's going to be so good.
I'm excited for it.
So hopefully, Tires makes me a celebrity in Greece.
Yeah, because I would think that would be if you just go on vacation to Greece and you're just having women just all over you.
That'd be nice. I don't think I'm there.
Why not?
I don't know, dude. That would be fucking awesome. Man.
Yeah.
Sign me the fuck up. I think any Greek name, if you start getting anything going, they'll like they fucking celebrate Tom Hanks because his wife is sort of Greek. You know what I mean? Like there's literally newspapers will like track where Tom Hanks vacations. Like just because his wife is like helped produce my big fat Greek wedding. And so, hopefully if I get one more like mainstream credit, I think maybe, we'll get some free gyro and that kind of stuff.
What is it about Greece where you don't have to pay your taxes?
Just an easygoing lifestyle, man. No tattle. We're very against tattletale.
Stop snitching.
Very against snitching. That's
a
Greece
great society.
And Baltimore has that in common. We're just hanging. Who cares, man? Just chill out. We are a very hang-based society. Greek people love. Like they'll get coffee for like 4 hours. Like take a nap afterwards. It's awesome, dude. Yeah. It's the best. Yeah.
All right, I got one last question. Rowback question. RHOBACK.com. Promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, rowback.com. Promo code TAKE. I guess this is the draft episode. So what do you think about the Ravens pick?
Dude, that's how fucking bad. That's how like.
No, you literally could just be like steal. Because the Ravens always do that.
Yeah, I mean,
like Kyle Hamilton.
You're right. No, you're right.
Pro
first of all, yes, steal.
Yeah.
Steal of the draft.
Yeah.
We have the best. Like that's the thing. That is part of it where I'm like, I don't know. Like Wiggins, I didn't know him.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
The guy's got 2 fucking mouthpieces on. That's what I want. I want a lunatic cornerback who thinks he's like the strongest. He's skinny as hell. I know he thinks he's the strongest man in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like I want kind of an insane cornerback. And you're right. Whoever we get, always steal.
Always steal.
EDC knows what the fuck he's doing. I feel. I mean, we have the best organization in the NFL. We crush the draft. We're gonna load up. We're gonna win the fucking championship this year. It's gonna be great. Here's my official stance. This kid's a steal. He's gonna contribute right away.
Love it.
Okay, it's good confidence.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I hope you do like a.
You are going to get an awesome player.
I hope you guys pick like a character concern guy, so you have to answer for him and Justin Tucker.
No, but then we draft a kicker first round. Then the writing's on the wall.
Yeah. Even if you get like some shithead, that you're like, well, we got a great locker room.
Locker room.
So that's
great locker room.
It's fine.
Great locker room.
And if it's not the locker room, you got the veterans. Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs are going to come in and they'll mentor.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Steve Smith. Did you see the Steve Smith story?
Is there what's the newest one?
Oh, when he was banging that chick in the Ravens band.
He's the man for that one. And then, that's fucking awesome. That's hilarious.
She was like texting
getting
him
your
like,
dick sucked by the tuba player and then calling her husband a nerd to his face. That's awesome.
She was like, you rearranged my IUD. And he was like, noted.
The noted is the best.
Noted, thank you. I'll put that under the file of pussy damage I've caused.
Noted. All right, well, stop. You're the best. We love having you on.
Thank you. Please come see me at the tail end of the Dreamboat Tour. Stavi.biz for tickets. Tire Season 2 comes out, I think, June 5th, somewhere around there.
Love it.
But yeah, that's all for me, guys.
It was a great show. It was an awesome night of stand-up comedy.
Thank you. I feel really good about it.
The crowd loved it. You are Chapel Roan for guys, I think.
For guys that look like me, I am Chapel Roan. Yes.